I mean, I think that is your question to answer. What do you think?
I was always a Pacey and Joey kind of from the beginning of the show.
Oh, good. So then you were satisfied.
Totally.
Oh, good. And you're a romantic, so it all worked out.
Yes.
Oh, I feel relieved.
We're so conditioned every day to achieve things. Find the perfect mate, get the big apartment, go to the best restaurants. And then the world shuts down.
The number of coronavirus cases soars.
Drastic containment measures.
And you're like, what was all that for?
Hey, it's Jim Alexander with Real Talker up there. It might fall down at some point. I got to unstick the sign up there.
I love it, man. I love it.
I just want to thank both of you guys for a hopeful romantic. I feel like I have more hope that maybe I won't be single forever. I might find someone just by going to McDonald's or booking Airbnb or one of these things in life.
I hope so, man. I hope that happens for you.
It's crazy because I feel like we've lost kind of romantic movies over the years. Like there's always been like a point, like we've gotten kind of to different superheroes, all that stuff. And it's nice to see like a pure, not a romantic, even comedy, just like a pure romance. Did you guys feel like we've been missing out on romance and sort of in cinema for a while? And it's kind of maybe a step in the right direction, bringing us back.
I mean, maybe, yeah. I mean, I feel like the movies that I loved growing up were the Manhattan Husbands and Wives, Annie Hall, When Harry Met Sally, and so like that sense of joy and that sense of two people like really getting to know each other and seeing them laugh and be themselves, I felt like was something that I wanted to put on the screen, because you're right, a lot of times you kind of fit that chemistry in within something much bigger, but to have a whole film just kind of about people during a time when we got to actually all take our masks off, if you will, and just be ourselves, felt like it felt right.
Is this something basically, do you guys have to, and Kate, this, I guess a question for both of you, do you have to experience such like a romance in real life to be able to like write about it? Or is maybe like based on like a fantasy? I feel like I've had these fantasies like of a meet cute and meeting someone like the most kind of unexpected way. Is this something you have to like go through to understand, to write about it so eloquently and just act it? Or is it could be based on like a fantasy that you have?
For me, I think it just comes out of, I listen to a lot of people talking and then I'll just like kind of like write it down. Like, oh, that was kind of like a good story that they told, or I like the way that they put that, and I'll write it down and I'll steal it. And I probably shouldn't say that if people stop talking around me. But then it's like I read a lot of like different pieces in magazines about people falling in love during the pandemic and also like getting divorced. And so it was like, well, do you want to tell a story about people breaking up with the backdrop of the world basically feeling like it was ending, or do you want to tell a story about hope? So I went with the hope part.
Jim, ever experienced anything like this or imagined in life to feel something like? I feel like romance is like the thing we all want in life.
Yeah, of course. Like, I don't think you have to have personally experienced it, but as long as you're listening to stories and you're dreaming and you're thinking and you're having your own fantasies, and yeah, of course you can sort of put yourself in that world. You know, for me, it was really interesting. Like just after I'd read the script, like genuinely a friend of mine, a very close friend of mine, had been through almost something identical to this. She'd fallen in love during lockdown. She'd found it almost, and we were all worried about it, you know, that she was going to find, like we were rooting for her, that she would find somebody eventually, and has found somebody during the pandemic and during lockdown, and was sending me photographs of them cycling around on bikes and, you know, sitting socially distanced apart, talking and getting to know each other, and all the usual sort of trappings of sort of online dating and the sort of speed in which you're supposed to get together and things are supposed to happen, and maybe there's someone around the corner that might be better. All that sort of disappeared and went away. So I really had her in mind when I was sort of reading the script, and I thought, wow, she's captured something that I know a friend of mine has personally genuinely been through. And I love those sort of little nuggets of positivity during such a sort of tumultuous time. And so, yeah, I was really excited when I read Katie's script and felt connected to it because of my friend's sort of personal experience as well.
Amazing. Katie, really quick, should Pacey have ended up with Joey or Dawson? I mean, I'm a lifelong fan. I feel like I wanted to hear that question from someone that was deep involved in that.
I mean, I think that is your question to answer. What do you think?
I was always a Pacey and Joey kind of from the beginning of the shows.
Oh,
I
good. So then you were satisfied.
Totally.
Oh, good. And you're a romantic, so it all worked out.
Yes. It gives hope to be.
I feel relieved.
A friend.
What?
I'm like, it helps being kind of the friend sometimes. You know, you might end up lucky in the end.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I guess so.
Thank you, guys. This movie was awesome. I hope there's more romantic movies from both of you. And thanks for making a hopeful romantic feel there's hope. So thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.